Peace and honor on this day. I am Kashi with Honest Doula Podcast, here to be a vessel of solace, encouragement, and support as your doula. Come on in. Welcome. I am Kashia with Honest Doula, with the Honest Doula Podcast. And before we begin, I would like to say that in no way do I give medical advice. So if you have a pressing issue, please contact your physician and or midwife as soon as possible. I am only here as a doula to give information and resources for you to make the decisions that you and your family need moving forward for a healthy birth, before, during, and after. Okay? Today's topic, we're going to be talking about what is a doula. Oftentimes, you hear people now, especially in the state of COVID-19, where a lot of things are happening within the home, and people aren't going out as much out of fear of the pandemic spread. You're starting to hear medical terms and things that you normally do not hear. For example, a doula being one. Oftentimes, you hear doula and midwife being interchanged. You hear doula and home birth and natural birth, and these aren't far off. So, in this first episode of the Honest Doula Podcast, we're going to dig into what is a doula, and if you want one, have you had one, and their importance. Okay? So, we're going to begin with the definition of a doula. What does doula mean? Doula actually means in Greek a woman who serves. And by definition, provided by Doula International, is a trained professional who provides continuous physical, emotional, and informational support. Okay? A doula also recognizes birth as a key life experience for mom and family. So, the doula's prime role is to make sure that the birth is the focal point, that the mother is heard, that her family needs are heard, and that this birth is key to the doula's work. Okay? A doula also assists the mom and family in preparing and carrying their plans for the birth. So this is also called a birthing plan. So within that birthing plan, it's how you want to be how the birth to occur, medicine or no medicine, who you want in the room, things of that nature. And I'll do another episode on birth plans so you can understand the components of it and understand that it works for you, and that you can have more than one. So we will definitely talk about that in further episodes of the Honest Doula Podcast. Another and most important thing that a doula does is that emotional aspect and that emotional support. So doulas help with breathing techniques, relaxation techniques, massage, and laboring positions. All right. So a lot of times you'll expect, a lot of mothers, first-time mothers are expecting, nurses to help them, breathe and have all these major emotional roles within their birthing experiences, mainly because of, pop culture and movies and things of that nature. But that's the role of that nurse, is not to be that emotional support, is to make sure that the baby is born, the baby sees this side of the earth, and that the mother is medically okay. All right. So the purpose of that doula is to be that emotional coach for the mom and the partner, or whomever the mother deems fit to be in that room as her birth support. Now, another thing to remember is a doula does not replace a partner. A doula does not replace a husband. There is a stigma or a misconception, if you will, that doulas are only for single mothers or people who don't have partners. No, doulas assist the mother and her family. So incorporating whatever the family deems fit. So she's not a replacement. She is an addition to the birthing team that mother and her family needs to secure a safe birth for mom and baby. Okay, so coming back from this musical break, I will discuss the difference between doula and midwife, because there is a lot of misconception and there's a lot of interweaving of the two words, and a lot of times there could be some wrongdoing. So come on back. Welcome back to the Honest Doula podcast. I am Kashia with Honest Doula, here to provide continuous physical, emotional, and informative support as your doula. Okay, so many new families preparing to conceive or preparing for birth may oftentimes confuse the two terms midwife and doula. So I would like to set the record straight by telling you the difference between the two so that you know going forward what's the difference and what it is that you're looking for. Also, to be clear that you can have both a midwife and a doula. You don't have to have one or the other. And sometimes you'll get midwives who are doulas as well. But in many cases, they have to choose which role they want to, which hat they want to wear within the birthing experience if they are in a hospital. When you have things such as home birth, it's an easy transition for the midwife to be both doula and midwife. So, some of the differences. With doula, a doula can help prepare the birth plan. A doula is not medically trained, so she cannot do pelvic exams. She can't diagnose. She can't prescribe. On the other hand, a midwife can. A midwife is a health care professional. Depending on the states, so you have to make sure that they are registered for the state. A lot of midwives are required to be registered with the state. They can conduct things such as pap smears, pelvic exams, breast exams, prescribe. But their goal is to minimize as much technological use as possible when it comes to the delivery, all right? And with the doula, again, they offer that emotional support, that physical support when it comes to positioning, that providing with birthing balls and breathing techniques and massages and, really reassuring the mother that she is capable and able for that birth, because when a mother's body is in a state of panic or worry or concern, her body tenses up and it's not relaxed to encourage the birth of that newborn child and newborn seed. Okay, so another thing with a midwife and doulas, again, they do not take place of the family members. Okay, the doula is really important in this scenario because they encourage the family. They encourage family togetherness, and they also encourage the mother to voice what it is that she needs and how she is feeling, because a lot of times within the medical arena, within hospitals, a lot of women, especially Black women, may feel unheard and they're oftentimes misdiagnosed. So the doula is there to properly arm the mother with the materials and resources that she needs to be able to have that confidence to step up and say, this is how I want my baby to be born, this is who I want there, this is what I don't want, this is what I do need, and things of that nature. Okay, so when we come back from this musical break, I will continue to discuss the importance of having a doula, both pre-birth, during the birth, and postpartum. Come on back.
Butterfly wings, wrapped in the spring, and I'm golden from my toes, and I'm reading poems and I'm singing songs. Got the neo soul, I got it tongue tight. See it in my eyes, see it in my thigh, rolling around, singing no frown. Figure of speech, analogy, simile, and allegory. Rhymes get me tongue tied, speech of my third eye, angels on my side, rain that is God's cry. Emanating shaman sound, bathing dirt in the ground. Now there's village and people, we all play our part. There's naked children running on about, mothers and sisters, daughters and sons. Room for everyone, dancing and singing. No phone is ringing, babies is peeing while they aunties is clinging. Young girls, patrons of the earth. Young girls, take care of all the earth. Young girls, they need their own respect. Young girls, carry babies from their neck. Young girls, young girls, young girls, young
Welcome back. This is Kashia with the Honest Doula podcast, and today I am talking about what is a doula, okay? So, another important reason to have a doula is for the postpartum period. We all hear the stories about the baby blues and postpartum depression, and hear the stories of the mothers saying that they didn't have that support or they needed, some time to feel like themselves again. And so this is where postpartum doulas come in handy and are very important. With postpartum doulas, they are there to help the mother prepare meals and help assist her with latching, with breastfeeding, and assist her and the family with transition from the birthing process to new baby being at home. Some doulas, during this time of the fourth trimester is what it's called. It's the first 40 days post-birth that are most important for the mother and the child to encourage healing, to begin that healing process. During this time, you will have some doulas who practice sacred and traditional rites of passage for birthing, such as special food cooking, sacred baths, ceremonies for the mother and the baby and the family. These 40 days post delivery are very important as we give back mom the nutrients that she needs to build back her strength, to heal her body from the birthing experience, and cultivating her mind and soul to combat these postpartum depression symptoms and signs. And when you do these things, these sacred traditional practices, such as cooking special foods that include herbs and things that give her back her strength, this helps reestablish a home and tradition, and really takes out all of external influences when it comes to realizing, what it is that you want in your birthing experiences. And that is why it is important to have a doula, because a doula can facilitate and make sure that you get all these things that you require. And also, doulas can assist, especially postpartum doulas, specifically postpartum doulas, with helping your children understand, the nature of birth. In saying that, there are different types of doulas that you will encounter. So a doula is a woman who serves, so that just doesn't have to be about birth. So when we come back from this last musical break before our meditation piece, I will talk to you about the different types of doulas and why you should have a doula.
Black, that's the package that you came in. African, Ethiopian, Nubian, melanin. Baby, that's your brown skin. You should let me drown in. Let me hold you down in. Hey, melanin is how you made. Bright skin, light skin, you come in every shade. Girl, everybody knows from your head to your toes. Even how you wear your clothes, how you looking, how you pose. You divine, girl, elegant. Oh, you must be heaven sent. You should run for president. Girl, you know it's evident. Let's look at the evidence. Girl, you are a queen. It's all in your bloodstream, so you know you're royalty. Yeah, you got a hold of me. Won't you take control of me? I'll do anything for a black queen to notice me. Sing like I'm Jodeci, even write you poetry. You are living poetry. Baby, won't you roll with me so you can be my black African queen? Baby, you the standard. Baby, you the answer. Won't you be my black African queen? Baby, you the standard. Baby, you the answer. You should be my black African queen. Baby, you the standard. Baby, you the answer. Won't you be my black African queen? Baby, you the answer. Black, that's the package that you came in. African, Ethiopian, Nubian, melanin. Baby, that's your brown skin. You should let me drown in. Let me hold you down in. Hey, let's talk about your crown. It's pointing at the sun while you wanna lay it down. Oh, you turn heads every time you walk around. Bantu, not to love when you take them down. You spend about an hour just so you can detangle. Girl, I see the struggle, got your head at every angle. Baby, you my alabaster, smelling like palm trees, using no relaxer. Even to my lock queens, oh, you give me lot dreams.
Welcome back to Honest Doula Podcast. I am Kashia from Honest Doula, here to provide emotional encouragement and support as your doula. Now, types of doula. Now, as I said at the top of the segment, that doula means a woman who serves. So that just doesn't mean necessarily only in birth. There are different types of doula for different things that help you transition and helps you on that emotional, informative aspect. So there are adoption doulas, postpartum doulas, death doulas, bereavement doulas, geriatric doulas, and foster care doulas. And those are so many other types of doulas. Anyone that is that emotional, informative assistant is a doula. So why should you get a doula? Whether you are thinking about having a child, whether you're in the process of conceiving, whether you are now pregnant with your child, or you're in the postpartum phase and you feel like you need some additional assistance or guidance. Why do you need a doula? Well, one of the most important reasons is that a doula is there for you. Whatever you need in terms of receiving information, that emotional support, anything along those lines, a doula can help you with those things. Proper information on immunizations, on circumcisions, on shots, on whether you want a home birth and a water birth, or whether you want a midwife or a physician, even to coming down with helping you find proper doctors that fit your specific needs. A doula is definitely the way to go. Doula is also there for your emotional concerns. A lot of times when you're going through these processes, many feel like they don't have a emotional support team. That is when a doula comes in handy. Doulas are also there to ensure that your family's birth plan is what is followed and what has come forth when it comes to you and your babies. And let us remember, doulas do not replace significant others. Doulas do not replace family, and that their purpose is to be an addition to you so that your conception and laboring and postpartum process runs as smoothly so that you are on the journey to feeling like yourself and to ensure that your baby is getting all the nutrients and care and attention that they need, and that your family feels included, because after all, the birthing process is a family experience. The birthing process is an experience of ushering in the future, an ancestral return. So it is a joyous occasion to have. Okay, so after this final musical break, I will come back with a little meditation to end the segment.
Is it 7 o'clock? Yeah. You got me looking at my watch every minute. Yeah. Because I'm waiting on you. I said I'm waiting on you. Make a move. I'm waiting on you. Yeah. 7 o'clock in the morning. All I want you to do is get on top of me, babe, 'cause I'm all up on you. All up on you. I've been thinking a lot, yeah. I've been thinking about one thing mostly, yeah. Want you to come on over even if I'm asleep. Wake me up in my dreams. When you find me in my sleep while I'm dreaming, and you come behind me, remind me why I am on the play. All upon it, early in the morning. You deserve a man who will do it how you want it. All upon it, early in the morning. You deserve a man who will do it how you want it. I want you now. I need you now. Ladies, if you feel me, throw your hands. It's a 7 o'clock. It's a 7 o'clock. I want you now. I need you now. I want you now.
In this space, I eliminate self-doubt, where fear has no shape nor wonder. In this space, no outer world foreign to me can penetrate what I claim sacred. In this space, I have boundaries, wide and thin depending on the distance I choose to permit. Here, I am safe. Here, in this space, I am safe. Here, peace and honor.